It's game time. The Kid Gowie. Ravens Nation. All we know is purple and black. And if you're not a Ravens fan, Welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where opponents don't make it out alive unless we bury them. Every team be afraid of them, especially all the quarterbacks, cause our defensive linemen won't hesitate to leave you sack. Let's take a minute, go back to Super Bowl 35. Domination was an understatement up against the Giants. Numerous touchdowns, they put up numbers, and it didn't take a nutritionist to see they hunger. Only stat Kerry Collins could get was interceptions. He must have thought throwing to the D counted as receptions. The pass was legendary, but don't sleep on the present. Our secondary make quarterbacks avoid their direction. You tryna run the ball, you better hope your blockers work. You can juke, you can spin, but your destination's the turf. This is a man's game, being soft will get you hurt. Watch the defense force a fumble and the fans go berserk. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go! They always win when the championship's on the line. So if you hoping that they failed, then you really wasting your time. Go and ask the 49ers, I'm pretty sure they remember when they made a comeback, but weren't declared the winners. 2 rings down, but you know they won't stop now. If the opposing D's caught slipping, you know exactly how that goes. That's another deep connection for 6 points in the end zone. The stadium goes wacko as Ravens put in work. Pittsburgh Steelers, that's still curtain, is looking more like a skirt. So tell me who they say is gonna beat the Bengals. Who used to be the Browns until they relocated? Ravens, they are one of the greatest. There's simply no denying it. To beat them, bringing your A game's a requirement. With the youth of the team, I bet they still be dominant, even after the greatest linebacker's retirement. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go!
Welcome to another edition of szg Sports. By the way, let me know how's the audio, because I feel like every time I take a day off, like a week off, everything gets effed up. So just thumbs up if you can hear me. Just thumbs up. Shout out to everybody that's here. Let me go roll call real quick. Chris, Paul, Gage, Don C, Devin Dukes. And Raven, shout out to you, man. Raven 76, Terrence, Man, Myth, Manus. Shout out to all of you. And it's hot as hell in here. Damn. Yo, I'll say this. Y'all don't know how underrated an air conditioner is. You don't know. Like, literally. Like, God bless England, right? England is fine. England is cool. But yo, it's hot in here. Sometimes it's just it's hard to sleep. And I know, like, shout out to Raven. I think Baltimore is 76B more. Or Raven is 76B more, I think is his name. He also is from Florida. And Florida gets hot. This guy, I mean, I'm from an island. Like shout out to the island life, right? In Puerto Rico. I live all my life in Puerto Rico. But in Puerto Rico, like there was a breeze. It felt like it wasn't like here. I feel like the room where I sleep, it's like a little oven, right? Like a little oven that you're supposed to keep that heat there and just bake me with it. And every morning I wake up like it's just like ugh. Anyway, shout out to Sutton Def. I see he came here. Thank you, Raven. Trying to work on the camera game. And Gilbert, shout out to you, Flock family. Sure you got B. Shout out to all of you. By the way, one thing before we start, make sure you hit that bell. If you haven't subscribed, obviously subscribe. But if not, just make sure you hit that bell because as the season rolls, there's gonna be more content, and also might as well, if I take a week off here and there because there's not much to report, although there's a lot of things hopefully coming up. YouTube stuff's informing you that I'm going live, so I'm glad that some of you are here, and then you're joining me. Okay, be more just human. Look, Gilbert. Look, I know how Be More gets. Be More gets hot as F, right? And in the outside, some days you're like, I don't want to be outside, but then you open that door, right? And you get the AC. Again, very underrated machinery. Shout out to the inventor of the AC. You get to that. And you're like, oh my God, so nice and cold. And there's some month that you see that electric bill, and that electric bill is ridiculous. And you're like, oh my goodness. But you know what? You're like, I'm here. I'm doing nice. Okay, last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to put up a call. I need, if I did this years ago, and Ronnie Stanley and some of the other Ravens reacted to it. So I want to put a video. It takes a lot of time to edit, but I'm going to put a video, 10 to 20 seconds. That's all I need of you guys, whoever wants to be in it, saying, good luck in the season to the Ravens, right? And once I do that and I'll put it together, I'll debut it, and then I'm going to send a message to the Ravens media, which is what I did last time, which they distribute to the players. So if you want to be part of the video, right, again, 10 to 20 second video, this is not a shout out to Sunny for, no, it's for you, that's going to be your time to say whatever it is to your favorite Raven, or like I said, just, hey, Flock, hey Ravens, thank you for representing us. Good luck in the season. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be backing you up. You guys are gonna win it all. Whatever it is, it's gonna be your time to do it. 10 to 20 seconds, short little video. The idea is not to overwhelm. So, just if you want to do it, let me know. You can DM me at any of my social media or send me an email for it. Paul Masick, that ain't happening, bro, because they are just waiting to see how much money they're gonna spend on Lamar. You have Lamar, you have Andrew, Hollywood potentially, and then Chandler Jones was a new deal. If he didn't want a new deal, then I understand. Carrier invented the reciprocating compressor in 1953, allowing us all to share. I'm a plumber and master HVAC owner operator. Now, see, when I go back to Baltimore, I hit you up, man. There are Raven players trying to recruit Chandler. This will be nice. Yeah, but the problem is, it's not that he's a free agent and they're like, oh, come to Be More. Just take whatever money that we can give you, right? It's two-part. He wants a new deal. So the players don't care. The players pay him, right? But DeCosta has to manage all this contract. Right? This is the reason why you don't have Orlando Brown Jr. Orlando Brown Jr., yes, he wanted to play left tackle. But if DeCosta would have come yo, I can't, the left tackle right now is hard. I have Stanley there, but I will pay you as a left tackle. He would have been there. He would have been in Be More, right? So that's the problem. That is the problem. No, there you go, Raven Rasta. Chandler Jones will be such a good fit, even though he's a big cap hit. So is Calais and Big Baby, and they are most likely gone after this year. Maybe. Calais Campbell, I'm pretty sure we have the replacement for Calais Campbell. I'm not saying the guy's going to be as good, Marabuki, but we have it. Big Baby, I think Big Baby's going to take a massive pickup, but we need to keep him because every time we lose Big Baby in that middle, it's bad. That running defense is just, it becomes bad. So I think you keep Big Baby. Now, can they get that's a way they can get Chandler Jones, right? Say, Chandler, come here. We essentially gonna inflate your or deflate your cap hit this year, and we're gonna give you New Year deal because the following year we're gonna, pay you. The cap can go up because Calais Campbell won't be here. They could do that, but I don't see it. I don't see it because also the Cardinals probably gonna want a bigger trade value, which I don't know if DeCosta has the no baby equals PU. What is PU, Team Ramy? Can you let me know? Just leaving work, bro. Hey, that's what's up. Here is 10-12. So I feel that Washington can feel for Big Bay. Oh, yeah, not Washington. Marabuki probably. Washington, and we'll talk. You know what? Let's start with the 53-man roster. Okay, I'm gonna give you who you're gonna keep here from position, and I'll tell you where's the one that I did. I just did one, and this is way too early because I think there's some they're gonna be dependent on the position that they how the players play in the preseason. Okay, QB. Let's start with QB right away. Okay, QB we have Lamar Jackson, McSorley, and Huntley. I think in the past 2 years we have kept 3. Before that we were keeping 2. I think we actually go back to keeping 2. I think they're gonna keep McSorley if he's healthy. If not, they're gonna start him in the pup, and then essentially we have 3 because we have McSorley. Sorry, McSorley in the pup, and then we're gonna have Huntley. But if McSorley is healthy, I think they're gonna start McSorley. Why not put McSorley in the practice squad? I'm 90% sure of this. McSorley is not eligible for the practice squad, meaning Huntley is, and Huntley will be in the practice squad versus McSorley will be in the active roster. I think it's just a battle between these two. I think they like both of them, but I don't think they're gonna keep all 3. I think they're gonna try to keep them all 3 with one in the practice squad. I don't think nobody really is breaking like let's say Huntley will be the practice squad guy. I don't think neither for McSorley or Huntley nobody's gonna be breaking out there like, yo, we need to get them to our active roster, maybe to the practice squad. But again, Huntley, you can say, Huntley, hey, you're battling with McSorley. Maybe next year you're coming up to the active roster. You know this offense. You feel comfortable. Stay here. If they're gonna put him in a practice squad in another place, I think Huntley stays here in the practice squad, but not in the active 53. Okay, Huntley was one throw away from making himself a lock for the. Look. This is what Gage Ramsey says here is completely true. It's amazing how bad we are without Big Baby. Yes, we are horrible. Oh, wait, somebody explain what? Oh, I got you. Yes. Yeah, he's thinking without Big Baby. Yeah, that's why I think what they're going to try to do is like, Big Baby, go out there, see how much somebody will pay you. And whatever that is, we'll match it. Nobody's going to pay him how much he's getting paid currently. So I think he's coming back on a discount next year. I think we're going to keep Big Baby. Calais is the other one. I think he leaves, but I think Matabuki is going to be a starter the following year. Okay. Running backs. We have J.K. Dobbins. We have Gus Edwards. Locks. Those are locks. Justin Hale, and we have Tyson Williams. I can see running back X over Tyson Hale. But The reason why I'm locking pretty much Tyson Hill here is because he was amazing in special teams. And Chris Moore's not here, which was another guy that was amazing in special teams. So I can see Tyson Hill here, Justice Hill as a lock. Okay, so let me see here. There's a question, Sonny. You plan on going to any games this year? Sadly, this is gonna be the first time. Obviously, last year nobody went to a game. First time in like 5 or 6 years that I'm not gonna go to a game because I'm gonna be in the UK during the season. I'm gonna fly to the US in October, but even though I'm flying October, it's not gonna be the Bmore, so it sucks, man. I'm not gonna be able to go to any game this year. I'm hoping next year the Ravens are shipped to the UK for a game, and then I'm definitely gonna go to that one. Is there a chance Williams can beat out Hill at all? He could as a running back, as a pure running back, because Taysom Hill, keep doing Taysom. Justice Hill has shown me zero. But here's the kicker. Justice Hills is a really good special teamer, so that's just because of that. I think you keep Justice Hill. But yeah, not that I love him as a running back right now. Okay, let's talk about receivers because receivers are a big one. Oh, by the way, let me do this here real quick. Nope. If any of you wants to be in the show, text 443-292-2337. It's 443-292-2337. Please don't call. Just text, and I will make sure you're in it. He hasn't shown you because he ain't got no. He has some snaps. Yes, he didn't get a lot of snaps, and you know what? He's not gonna get a lot of snaps either because between the other two, he ain't gonna get a lot of snaps. But when he does get a snap, he shows me nothing. Look. I'm not gonna. It's gonna sound that I'm hating on Justice Hill, but every time that Justice Hill walks the field in a third and whatever, doesn't matter how many yardage it is, doesn't matter even if the play goes to him. I feel like we always go fourth down, 3-1. I'm sorry, 3-1, 3-5, 3-10. Ball to him, ball not to him. We got fourth down. We go to the fourth down. It's just crazy. Do you think? With all these receivers, we may run a bunch of deep routes to gas the defense back on the other team and just rotate XYZ in and out, but still run our normal offense. I think you might see that. I think you're definitely going to see that. I think you're going to see them trying to confuse the defense and take some shots between Hollywood and some of the other ones, Bateman and even Sammy Watkins. You're gonna see even Devin Duvernay. So, Gus and JQ will both hit 1K. Hey, they might. Okay, let's talk about receivers. I think the locks are Hollywood, Bateman, Watkins, right? 3 right there. In my opinion, Duvernay. I love Duvernay 2 years ago. Think about how hype was Harbaugh getting Duvernay. I think Duvernay sticks. 4th. That's your top 4. This is when it starts getting complicated. Because I don't know if thank you for following directions here, Raven Rasta. I'll call you soon. You're first in the queue. So here's where it gets interesting because Tyson Wallace it's gonna be very difficult for them to cut them at all. 4th round pick, unless he sucks in the preseason. But let's assume he's there as a lock. That's 5, right? 3, 4, 5. Then you get Boykins, 6, and Bershey. So the question is, are they keeping 7? And I think they do. I think they're going to keep those guys because they want to give them the opportunity. Because if they all show promise, next year Watkins is not there, and now you have 6. I think they keep all these receivers, to be honest. I think they keep 7, which is a lot. But that also tells you, Boykins and Prochet, you better step up in your special team game because you have to be on the special teams. Do you think there is an undrafted free agent other than Washington that will make the 53? Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. 12 carries, bro. Can't get mad at that man. Look, even in the preseason, this is like literally I have seen nothing from him. Now I think Prochet has a chance, but if there's, I think right now the odd man now, if they don't keep setting, is Prochet. Prochet has to have a big off season. Prochet has to have a big preseason. But I think right now I'm leaning towards them. Now on tight end, this is something that I hope they don't do, but I think they might. I would not be a big fan of this. I'm just gonna tell you straight away, this is not something that I would like. Andrews and Boyle, 1 and 2. There's a chance for the kid from Virginia that he could make it, sure. But I think what they're really gonna do, and it's a chance also for Oliver to make it, the guy that we traded from Jacksonville. But here, the guy that I'm thinking they're gonna put as their TE3, which again I'm not big on, is Mason. Yes, that Mason, the guy that we just drafted, Mason. Ben Mason, they're trying to get him to play more fullback or tight end, and I think what they want to do is have him being the tight end this year, like play that like hybrid fullback tight end, more lean the Pat Ricard, with the idea that, well, the idea with Mason, in my opinion, is next year he's going to be your fullback. And I think they could carry 3 to 4, right? Having Mason as your fourth, I would prefer that, to be honest, and putting a true third tight end because Boyle's coming out of an injury. So if they keep Oliver or I think they should get another one out there, whoever's out there, to ring for competition. Because Boyle, they say he should be ready, but still, Andrews, Boyle, put a TE3 there. It could be Oliver. Oh, by the way, for those of you that killed me last time that I said you cannot count, and I'm blanking his name right now, the kid from Oregon, right? What was his name? He was drafted pick last year. Anyway, whoever remembers here, the kid from Oregon. Man, any chance the Ravens trading for Zach Ertz? Thank you. Yes, this will be better. Yes, I would like for them. And Zach Ertz, you can probably Breland. Thank you, Jacob Breland. Yeah, you can probably redo his deal a little bit better. I would like that. Zach Ertz, yeah, definitely. So Breland, Breland's gonna go and gonna get shelved for an extra year, and then the next year there is gonna be basically either you're gonna be really good or you're gonna be cut. That's what Breland is. Okay, so I think Andrews, Boyle, put a tight end 3 there, and then might keep Mason, but don't be surprised if they carry 2 tight ends and they put Mason as a TE3, which I personally would hate that. Give me a TE3 there, a real TE3 there, and then put Mason as your TE4th. Pat Ricard fullback, that's obvious. And then here's where it starts getting interesting in the O-line. Let's start with the center. I think I'm going to go with Bozeman and Colon Castillo. Those are my 2, right? Bozeman is your center, Colon Castillo. Eli Wolf and Breland are gone, in my opinion. But I think Breland is just going to be IR. Garnett, so they're not really gonna cut it, but he's not gonna make it the 53. And then Wolf is definitely gone. Yeah, I never liked Wolf out of Georgia. When we got him last year in the draft, I'm like, this dude ain't making the team. We got badly injured last year in tight ends, and we just signed guys from the street and say, yo, you wanna play? But when Wolf was there, like, I'm a tight end. Yeah, but that guy from the street, just put him there. Like, Wolf has 0 chance to make in this team. I don't even think he makes a practice squad in the case of Wolf. Okay. What I was saying? Oh, yes. So those are my 2 centers, Bozeman and Colon. On the guards, I think you're gonna have Seidler, and I can see then going with Powers as the other guard. That's the other starter. Yeah, Cleveland. I know people are hype about Cleveland, but I'm gonna go with those two. I think they're gonna keep two more guards. I think they're gonna keep Cleveland and McCarry. That's a lot of old linemen because in the tackle position, that's where they're gonna be a little bit thinner. They're gonna get Stanley, obviously Villanueva. Let me say it in Spanish, Villanueva, and then they're gonna have Tyree Phillips as the swing tackle, left or right. So that means that I'm what I have 4, 6, 8, 9 linemen. That's a lot, but I think that's basically what you want because I think the reality is they want Cleveland to be the starter. I'm not sure if he's going to be ready to start week 1. If he is, then you can see then Powers go to the backup, and then Macari is a bubble guy. So is Powers, by the way. One of these guys probably like of all these 9 O linemen. I'm pretty sure one of them is gonna be about. By the way, Colon Castillo, which I love him playing last year. Another thing that could happen is they say Colon, you're gonna be practice squatted or you're gonna be out, and they're gonna keep Macari as the backup center, and then Cleveland as the backup guard, and then that also brings your lineman to 8 instead of 9. Okay, ideally you want 8 to 9, so that's where you want to live. In if Ben Baltimore is not ready, I'm confident in Powers holding it down. He should be ready for year 3. Yes, I agree with you, Melton. I agree with you. And that's it. That's it for the defense, or for the offense, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 26. That is if we get 4 tight ends, okay? Let's see here on the defensive side. Lineman, D lineman. Let's talk about the D lineman. Wolf, Big Baby, Campbell, Marabuki, Old Lock. That's 4. That's 4 right there. And I think you get Jelly. I think you get Jelly back, okay? That's it. That's your 5. I think what you're going to see is McPhee, Ferguson also playing more in, which also helps that depth. But pure D lineman, those are the ones that I see. I had no faith in. I never liked this dude. And Broderick Washington, but he might make it. I don't think Aaron Crawford makes it. I don't think Javon Swan makes it. Oh, by the way, for the linemen, Andrew Smith, Adrian Eli, all those for me are gonna get cut. Ben Bresson is gonna get cut. Michael Schofield, he's gonna be out. Who else? Foster Sarah and Juwan James, I think, is going to be IR this year. That's it. Those are going to be your guys, okay? Let me see here. Okay, so let's talk about edges. And with edges, this is who I have. I have Bowser, Owe, McPhee, and Ferguson. Those are 4. Right, let me see. I don't have Barrington Wade make it or Aaron Aduye making it. And where's the other one? But I do have Highs. By the way, I love Highs personality. Highs personality is amazing. Mason is a potential practice squad. That's no doubt about that. Raven Ron, but Ravens hate putting players in the practice squad they were drafted. That hasn't been their MO. Okay? So for middle linebackers, I have 4. And that's Fort, Harrison, Queen, and Board. Those are my 4. Corners is where I guess I got a little crazy. You get, let me see, for the linebackers, I'm not expecting Otaro Olaka to come back and Christian Welch. Neither of those 2, I think, make the 53. Let's talk about corners now. Corners, you have, in my opinion, Humphrey, Peter, Smith, and Young. 4 lock, right? And after that, I think Stevens, again, 3rd round pick, ain't going to cut him. I think they're going to move into safety, but for now, let's make him a corner. That's 5. Wade, 6. And in my opinion, Anthony Averett, 7. That makes 7 corners, okay? Now, I think it's the time for us all acknowledge. Let me see. Did I miss? Yeah. Nope. I think it's time for all of us to acknowledge Iman Marshall. He out. He out. He's gonna be out. Let me see here. Tyus McPhee, Owe, Berg on the outside. Harrison, Ford, Queen. Undrafted FA sign. I don't know who is that. Okay, let me finish here because I know we have one caller waiting for us. And then for the safeties, we get Clark, Ellie, Levine, and I think, and somebody asked about the undrafted, I think that is Washington's position. So that's where you see the safeties here. And that makes it 25 for the defense. So we are 51. And then you get Tucker, 52, Cock, 53, and Nick Moore, 54. So that means that in the tight end, if I go back to the one tight end, right, Oliver / Mason. Let's say they say, okay, we're gonna put, and I think Mason makes it before Oliver. But let's assume they're gonna say, which will be the smarter thing. Mason, you're gonna go to practice squad, and then Oliver, you're gonna stay here. That makes it 53. For the safety section, I think Nigel Warrior, which had a lot of problems last year, I think he's gonna fall in short. And I think Geno Stone will fall in short. I think Geno. So a lot of these bubble guys is whoever makes the right play in preseason and in special teams. So for example, Ardarius Washington, Nigel Warrior, and Geno Stone, one of them can make it or Jordan Richards just by making the right plays on preseason. Those are the bubble guys. And that is 53, guys. That is 53 right there. Positions that you might think I have more that they can shave is I have more on the O-lineman. I have 9. We can definitely carry 8 if you give the right, assortment. I also have a lot of wide receivers because I went with 2, 4, 6, 7 wide receivers. Obviously, if one of those doesn't make it, again, that's another opportunity. One undrafted free agent on Washington, and then the 3 guys from the Wolfpack, which has a new member. Okay, let me go get this phone call real quick. Hopefully, you guys can hear this. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah, what's up, man?
How you doing? Hold on, before you say more, can you hear Mr. Raven Rasta?
Yeah, bro.
How you doing? I think this is your first time caller, right?
Yeah, it's first time I'm calling, man. But I just got like 2 questions for you, though. How much time you think Tyler Wallace gonna get to? That's what I want to know, though. Because we see one's kind of deep, though. I don't know. Because I think Ravens kind of bite off more like a chew with all those receivers, though. A lot of guys ain't gonna get no playing time.
Yeah. So Tyler Wallace, he's gonna get essentially the same time roughly that you saw Duvernay getting. So limited action. As a 4-round pick, you're not expecting him to be impactful this year. You expect him to be there to learn and to make occasional plays. And if he takes off, great, but that's not what you really expect, right? Even Prochet this year, you want him to battle. Guys that you definitely expect him to make a jump and contribute, obviously other than Sammy Watkins, obviously other than Bateman and Brown, the other guy is Boykins. Boykins in year 3. There's no more babying him. This is the time that he needs to show up. He needs to play up. But yeah, the other 2, meaning Wallace, Duvernay, you're gonna see, in my opinion, more in the slot, right? interchanging with Hollywood Brown. But in the case of Tylan Wallace, I think you gotta see occasion, maybe a third and four, third between 4 and 6, that he can just, if he's in an island with a corner, you can just throw it near him and he can try to do what he does best, which is contested catches. That's what I expect, but not much out of him.
And one thing to add to that, though, I think Blurkin gonna make a big jump this year with them new coaches, you know. Yeah, he fundamentals down. But he got the body size and everything, though.
Yeah.
Just to get that dog in him, you know what I mean?
The aggressiveness, yes, he needs to be more aggressive.
So I think them new coaches gonna help him with that. But I'm expecting big things from Blurkin this season too, though. But my next question is on the offensive line, though. Everybody giving this Ben Cleveland a lot of props, but I ain't know that. What do you think about Ben, though?
So I'm always very careful with anointing a rookie over a veteran, right? I'm not a big fan of just saying, here, rookie, third round rookie. First round, you can kind of see. Third round rookie, late third round rookie, to just say, here, this is your position.
Right.
I think, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think he starts backup. Pam Powers takes over the left guard position. I could be wrong, and look, if Cleveland beats him,
not to cut you off, that's what I'm thinking too, because the Ravens run scheme ain't no joke, though. And I think he ain't gonna handle that playbook like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking he could take all that knowledge in real quick, but that playbook ain't no joke, though.
Yeah. Now, look, ideally, you want the rookie to win the job because now you have a fairly cheap player for 4 years, right? So that's obviously the best scenario. But I think Powers in year 3, again, year 3, I think is a big year for these players. Year 3, you come in, if you know the what do you call that? The playbook, you know the line, you already have a repertoire with some of the guys. So I expect Powers to compete for it. I'm not saying that he necessarily has to will win it. If Ben Cleveland wins it, it's great. I just think it's funny how everybody just assumes, okay, Ben Cleveland, boom, starter left guard.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too. And he failed the conditional test already, so he ain't that fit either.
Yeah. So in my 53, I put him as a backup, right? So I think again, I would be more surprised if he wins the battle. Like, I was shocked last year when Tyreek Phillips won the battle. And
but you see, last year was like we had nobody else when Stanley went down, though. So Tyreek was to go in there.
Well, no. But
he took him in left guard, in the right guard. Sorry.
Yeah. That's what I'm. More what I'm alluding. I was shocked that he won the right guard position.
Right.
Over McCarry,
and then afterwards, with no off season too, though, you know.
And it was a mistake. I mean, early in the season, you can see how bad he was. Like, he was bad. Now, in the case of Cleveland, he has played guard. In the case of Terry Phillips, he played tackle, and they were trying to convert him as a guard. So I think right now, if you say, Sonny, what is your bet? I think Ben Cleveland's the backup.
All right. Okay. That's mostly what I had to ask you, Sonny. I just like to listen to the show too, though, so I have to let me call in today.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Don't be a stranger. Anytime you want to call, you know how it is, brother. Take care.
All right, bro. Be safe over there, man.
Be safe. Take care.
All right.
Yeah, let's go here with the last caller. Yes, I agree with you, Don C. Maybe a surprise cut. He might, but again, year 3. This is the year. This is definitely the year that you expect Ferguson to take the jump. This is the year 3.
Hello?
Yo,
what's up, man?
how you doing, man?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Not bad, man. Not bad. So, what do you want to talk about? Because I saw you in the chat. By the way, this is Garnett. For those of you who don't know, but you know the voice. He's a previous caller here.
Yeah, man. No, it's just I'm glad you're doing the prediction, man. You actually motivated me to open up my computer and go through the roster myself. So that's the next thing I'm trying to do, like just figure out, you know what, that gives me something to do on my little time off. But yeah, man, I'm like maybe 95% with you on what you spoke on so far with the roster.
Okay.
Just a couple. Yeah, no, it's really, we all know who's going to be the starters are. We all grasp that, but the key thing is the rotational pieces. And you're right on the money with a lot of them. It's just the fact that when it comes to, this is where I changed my opinion when it comes to the tight end utilization of the tight end, and it reaffirmed it this off season with the angle that we took in the draft. And just, you know, I ain't trying to take it out. I want to hear your opinion on it about it. But so the year before, we traded away Hayden Hurst, and then we ended up getting, you know, JK, which is awesome. But the fact that we changed up the personnel, but we didn't change up our philosophy. So we were I would say we were destined to fail. And like, man, this ain't the same offense. Well, of course, because we don't have the same people. Now this year, we added multiple pieces at the receiver position, along with two passing gurus, or a receiving guru and a coordinator guru, and T. Martin, and then Keith Wiz as the receiver coach, or however you want to work it, however they want to call that situation. But now, so it's one of those things where I feel that the touches, I'm not going to say that we're going to be Hawaii or Texas Tech throwing the ball everywhere, but I feel that I feel like it's going to be a big change. And you remember the year that I was here on this show 2 years ago, and I said, hey, Lamar Jackson is going to have over this many touchdowns passing and this many touchdowns running. Do you remember that? Oh my God, that's years ago, bro.
Yeah, I know. I do remember.
And the thing about it is, like, we're in the same situation to where I think we learned our mistake, and like, we're gonna use our personnel the correct way, and you know, and not just, you know, we're gonna just keep on beating a dead horse. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the shift, right? The shift went from heavy tight end to basically no tight end. I mean, when last year they had 2 active tight ends, that for me was a shocker. And the injuries on those tight ends, which are about to happen because now you're putting more stress on the tight ends, right? But now you didn't have no receivers to spread anybody out, right? So you had no receiver, you had no tight ends to help you even on the block, right? Because the main thing with our tight ends, we were using the in-line, most of our tight ends, in Andrews and Hayden Hurst. And yes, we split that sometimes, but when we had the trio with Boyle, Andrews, we went 3 tight end sets sometimes, and you put one of them in the fullback position. So we didn't change any of the schemes, but like you said, you definitely hit the nail on the head. We changed the tight ends. We completely said, well, we don't need that many tight ends. So you're thinking, okay, so you're going to a different model, less in line, more traditional, maybe 3-1 tight end sets. But you don't have no personnel for the receiving side. Who's your receivers? You had no talent there, right? You're counting on 3rd-round pick rookies, like in the case of last year, in the case of Duvernay. So I agree with you how we changed. I think this year, how the personnel stacks is definitely, I can see them, and I don't know how I feel about this, but I can see them going more 60-40 on the passing, 60%, 40% on the running side. And again, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Last year, we were basically 50-50. But we don't have, in my opinion, the personnel to just hammer that again. Because, again, you're very thin on the tight end. You're very thin. You let Hayden Hurst go, and you haven't replaced him. And Boyle's coming out of an injury. So.
Right. And I agree with you on those parts, but here's my thing is the fact that with the 3 tight end plays, I'm cool with it. And then I think a lot of, I guess, not I'm in a, I'm always vocal on Twitter, and we got in a little talk, a little, I guess, analytical view of it. How basically, I think a lot of us wants to see a balanced offense. And a lot of people go analytically look at the numbers like, well, shit, we were 50-50. You can't get better than that. I understand where they're getting at. So here's the thing about it. So if people want to go that route, let's be more, okay, let's dig deep. We played against a lot of bad teams last year. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that we did, we got up on them fast. And in the middle of the season, we was trying to still figure out what kind of identity we wanted to be. We tried to throw the ball, receivers running into each other. And we know that happened. Mm-hmm. Just a lot of things. And then some teams started to make a comeback. And then guess what we did? We put our foot back on the gas and just kept on running the ball. And it's one of those things where, like, it's that the 50-50 offense that we saw, and statistically speaking of 50-50, yeah, it was there, but what was the reason why we were 50-50? You know what I mean? And it's like a weird situation. But when it comes to the tight end things, man, I think the receiving, having 6 receivers or 5 receivers, I think 5, because the fact that Mark Andrews is basically your YN. So basically, technically, you got 6, or however you want to work it. And that's the key. That's the key thing with the defense, though. I agree with you with the defense. There's really not much to talk about the defense when it comes to like linebackers. We know who they are. The front 4, front 7, I should say, across. Hit on the head. And then my own little thing, I got a little love for Justin Fields. That's why I was saying something. But it's just the fact that, like, I can remember there was a running back that we had at one point in time, and we thought he was just not good enough. And all of a sudden, he's running wild with San Francisco to the Super Bowl with Raheem Mostert, and he never really got opportunities. So it's one of those things where it's all about being in the right place, right time, and right opportunity. And that's how I look at it, man.
Yeah, in the case of Justice Hill, in my opinion, he makes the team because special team-wise, he was spectacular. He was spectacular in special teams. He made his money last year in the special teams. And on the running back side, he was still going to get limited opportunities. And as a returner, because I remember seeing him a couple of times back there, that's the problem that we have. We don't have really any good returners, right? Duvernay is a pretty good returner on the kickoff, but in the punt return, Duvernay wasn't great. Prochet wasn't great. Justin Hill wasn't great. I cannot tell you if we had any good returner. At this point, to be honest, all I want is somebody out there that is smart enough to know when to let the ball go or to fair catch it. If you give me that, that's good. I don't want to see – I hate when I see people like, oh, let me grab it. Oh, I'm going to let it go, and then we lose like 20 more yards because you didn't fair catch because you were right in your mind to just fair catch it and grab it, right? So that's my main thing.
Yeah, I see. I just like to see them, don't get put in a situation to where, like, damn. It's like one of the things you set somebody else to fail, but if they make succeed, which is good. But he's a good gunner,
Definitely
if he does get punt, if he gets punt return duty, that's good. I'm fine with Duvernay back there taking both. It's just one of those things where, I don't want to switch up every, if we made a fine line decision, like, all right, Duvernay is going to be back there. And, man. But other than that, man, like I don't know if I ain't trying to take I don't know if you got another call after me, so I ain't trying to stay long. I'm going to keep on continuing to watch. But for all the people the first time listeners, please subscribe and hit the like button and then make this go viral because this is a good dude. My boy, Sonny. Support the channel. I'm telling you. Man. And then tomorrow, like literally, he's the people's voice. He's the Ravens' voice for the AFCNorth talk. Please, tune in and share it out with everybody, man. It's a good show between the 4 brothers, man.
Appreciate it. You liking the show, the AFCNorth talk?
Hell yeah! Hey, it's a great show, and the fact that like I really hate the Steelers, and then I love Tony, and because I love to hate him on the show, man. Yeah. It's perfect. It is so perfect, man.
They're all good dudes. Show. You guys, if you haven't check it out, it's a very fun show. And next month, early September, we're going twice a week. So there's gonna be more content, obviously, like last year. So it's gonna be fun. It's definitely I enjoy it a lot. Those days are hard for me because I ended up going to bed like at 1 a.m. and I wake up at 5. So those definitely are rough. But I enjoy it. So anyway, man, thank you for calling, bro. Always welcome.
All right, bro. Yeah, thank you, bro.
Okay, bye. It's letting Zach Daddy. Okay, so I have a question here from Click One. He sent it to me to chat because obviously I said that Garnett was going to be my last call, so I'm going to answer it. He said, "What is your thoughts on letting Zach Daddy go?" And before I answer that, I just want to, for the people I have here right now, who would like to participate? Just give me a thumbs up, just so I can kind of see how much editing I need to do. Who would like to participate in that video? They just say, again, what I need from you guys, from your cell phone, from whatever, send me a 10 to 20-second video saying, good luck to the Ravens this season. I think it was pretty cool to send that to the Ravens, say, hey, good luck to the Ravens to the season. Okay. Scrubs, who is making the 53. Anyway, give me a thumbs up if you want. AFC Talk tomorrow. Yes, Paul Masick. AFC Talk tomorrow, and we're ranking coaches and coaches and GMs. That's what we're doing tomorrow. Okay. So we had 2 people that would like to be in the video. Okay, cool. So make sure in the next week or so, do that video and send it to me on any of my platforms, social media, or even better, szg.sports@gmail.com. Okay, what is your thoughts on letting Zach Daddy go? That's from Click One. Shout out to him. Thank you for that message. Look, I cannot be a hypocrite here. I always say, first round picks, year 1, you have to give me some impact. Second round pick, year 2, third round picks were above, basically. Year 3 is when you had to make a direct impact. Ferguson for year 1, he was floating in the rotation. Year 2, he was more there, not doing much. Year 3, this is where you want to see him making an impact. I'm very curious to see how he looks in camp. He needs to look good in camp. If he doesn't look good in camp, they definitely need to have Houston on call, right? If he doesn't look good in camp. Look, I'll say this. Okay, sorry. Move Ferguson inside. This is something that I know Garnett has said it before, but I said it 3 years ago when me and Nuwa were doing film evaluation. I remember I got Ferguson to evaluate. And what I said about Ferguson, I still sustain it to this day. And it's the same thing. I mean, he's not as good as Yannick Ngakoue, but it's the same thing. These dudes are way better on a 4-3 defensive end rotation. Way better to a 4-3 defensive end rotation. So when you make him an outside backer, an outside backer, guys, has way more responsibilities, especially how the Ravens use him. Think about how Terrell Suggs. Think about Bowser. He drops out. He goes in. He rushes. He sets the edge. If the running back goes on the fly, you have to follow him. And oh my God, I already forgot him, and he left the other day. 99. Judon did that too, right? So I agree here with Garnett. As our interior D-line depth is iffy, I think put him hand to the dirt and say, yo, try this. The problem is, I don't know if he's strong enough to be inside. I know bull rush is his move. If it works inside, great. The problem that I had and that I see with Ferguson is that he hasn't evolved. And that's what I want to see, evolution from him. Okay? Look, Raven Ron said here too. If Pressure Daddy doesn't deliver, he gone. Yes, but the problem is it's not like we have a lot. I'm very curious to see Heis from Notre Dame. They redrafted. I don't think it would be unfair for me to expect a lot for him. But if you go back to his tape in Notre Dame, he actually played more of that 4-3 outside backer. 3-4 outside backer. He played more of that traditional outside backer position. He actually went back and cover. He went out and set up the edge. He's not a good pass rusher like Bowser, but you can see him doing more, right? So definitely. What way I see, whoever wins our game wins the North. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Make the Dutch shout out to you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Me either hate that we have to wait so long for the Ocean Gate. Yeah, I agree with that. Not yet look at Zedarius. We gotta have faith and bet and be patient and groom in house. Gilbert, yes. So we'll see. We'll see. For this is definitely a critical year for Ferguson. MP it does nothing. But definitely next year I can see him out. No, he won't enjoy Jackson Tire Maximus. I think that's how you pronounce his name. No. Unless did I say that he was close to C? No, because C produced year one. Ferguson has produced 0, right? So Darius for me, the only thing was I'm so surprised how much he got paid for the production he had, but you can see the talent on him, right? The only person in this roster that is even close to Z and how he style. Let's talk about style. The only person that was close currently that plays style wise is McPhee plays the similar way that Z plays, right? Not that McPhee is anything close to what Z is. McPhee's older, but the styles of how they play, they're more that outside inside rusher. Like Darius loves to rush through the inside. He starts out, he works himself in, and that's how McPhee does. In my opinion, they're very, very similar. Ferguson, I can't even tell you what is his thing. And again, my problem with Ferguson is there's no evolution. He needs to evolve. He needs to grow. He needs to develop. And I see none of that from him, right? That's my problem with Ferguson. So the problem right now with the Ravens' edges is he's a project. Bowser is a really good, solid outside backer that does not do well in pass rushing situations, right? Hayes, not a great pass rusher either. Oh, wait, we'll see. He's also a project. And that's it, right? Am I missing anybody? I don't think I'm missing anybody. Who's Double O will shock us. Oh, man, I would love it. Yeah, I would love it. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. If you like it, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Again, we're gonna go live every Mondays, especially as the season goes up. Mondays, every Monday, and also as the season starts, you're gonna see me putting more non-live videos. They're gonna be shorter, 10 to at most 20-minute videos. I'm hoping this year also to produce something like The Edge, the new one used to produce. With Behind Enemy Lines, I used to produce it as well. I just didn't call it The Edge, but those are coming this year, so make sure you do that. And tomorrow, AFCNorth Talk should be good, should be fire. So please join. Thank you for joining, everybody. Thanks, appreciate it a lot. I'll see you next time. Also, that's Olympics are fire, so go Puerto Rico, go Team USA. See you tomorrow, guys. Peace out.